Hey guys, how's it going? So today is gonna be my first review on the manga series called Rosario Vampire. And like I mentioned on my past video of my channel update, I did mention that I was gonna be doing some manga reviews and some Asian TV show dramas reviews. And this one is gonna be my first on the series. And I'm gonna be doing these videos by books, by not books, by novels. So this is the first one. Has the number one right there. It's the first one. So I'm gonna be doing a review slash commentary on the manga. But first, I gotta give some information about the series, what's it about, and stuff like that. So before I get to the review slash commentary on the manga, let me give you a bit of information about the show before I start. So the manga series was written by Akihise Ikeda, and the original runtime of the series was from August 2004 to October 4th, 2007. And the first season, you could say, of Rosario Vampire had 10 volumes. And there's also a season 2 of the manga series. So season 2 was again written by Akihisa Ikeda, and it ran from November 2007 to March 2014, which was pretty recent. And there, the season 2, there's 14 volumes of the manga. So that's pretty cool. And if you don't know, Rosario Vampire is also an anime. So, And the anime also has 2 seasons, so good job. So, let's get to the review slash commentary of the manga Rosario Vampire Volume 1. Now, I'm going to be doing, like I mentioned, I'm going to be doing review slash commentaries of the manga by volume. So, yeah, there's gonna be 24 of these, so looking forward to that. Now, the series of Rosario Vampire of Volume 1 starts off sort of like this. A guy called Skune ends up going to this school that is for monsters. Now, he himself isn't a monster. He's a normal guy, normal person like you and me, and he ends up going to this school due to the fact that he failed all his entrance exams for the high schools that were around where he lived. So somehow his father found a entrance paper to the school Yokai Academy, and he signed up Skune to the school, so he ends up going to the school. And from there, that's where our story takes off, with Skune interacting with characters that are introduced in the manga. Now, right off the bat, Skune is introduced, or I should say, meets Mocha. And Mocha, as we find out in the manga, she is a vampire. And she takes a liking to Skune and his blood. So it's, we get to see a lot of, interactions between the two. It's very nice. But back to Skune. When he's introduced in the manga, he's introduced as, again, a human, a normal guy. And he does end up freaking out when he goes to the school and sees the school and how it looks really creepy. And I did like about the manga, it uses a lot of contrast between light or black and white. So I really like that. There's some really good pages in the manga where it's really nice. The manga writer, drawer too, well, they're both one. He really did really nice on the series with the use of shadows on the manga. So I really like that on the first volume. And also a new character is introduced in the manga in the first volume. She's called Kurumu. Now Kurumu, she is a succubus. It's introduced in the manga, and when she meets him, she tries to when she meets Skune, she tries to seduce him, because her plan apparently was to seduce all the boys in the school. But it fails because Mocha goes to the school and, all the guys think she's hot. And, yeah, they did. The guy, she's drawn pretty well. Yeah, she's pretty, I'd say. Kurumu, yeah, she's okay. But Mocha, she's really drawn very well. The characters are drawn very well. I really liked that about the first volume. Very interesting. And I gotta say, first volume, first impressions of the series was very nice. I have seen the anime, but I've seen it about a year to 2 years ago, so I don't remember much. I do remember some of the series, how it goes, but I'm very excited on how the manga differs from the anime. Now, I have read a couple novels of manga before, but that was a really long time ago, so it's definitely a different feel. The manga that I read before this one, which I got really into, I didn't finish it though, was Mysterious Girlfriend X, and that one was pretty good. But that one, I was reading it through my tablet, and yeah, it was nice. It was really interesting to read that, but it has a different feel when you have the manga on your hands and you're turning it and you're reading it backwards. Like I mentioned in my other video, in US and North America and in Europe, we read from left to right, not not right to left. So it's flipped, but it's still I don't have trouble, reading it. It's very nice, very fluent, and I mean it's pretty obvious on how it goes. Like you start from the right, you go left, you go down, and then you go left again when you're reading it. So it's pretty structured well enough to, once you read a couple pages, you get how it flows and how you read it from someone that hasn't read a manga. So if you look at it and look at a manga and you think it's weird on how it is, don't. I definitely suggest reading manga to other people that haven't. If you have the opportunity to buy just a novel, or you just see it in a library, definitely pick it up and look at it. It's very interesting. It's not the same as here, so I like that. It's a bit different, but not in a bad way. So what happened in the first novel? Pretty interesting. Some interesting stuff happened here and there. Now I can't give too much away, because if you're watching this and you want to read it, I don't want to spoil much for you. But I definitely did like how it is. Definitely the ending though of the volume 1 was pretty interesting, with the werewolf guy. Huh. That is an episode in the anime. I do remember that one, so it was pretty cool to see the end of the volume 1. And I gotta say, I finished it pretty quickly. I started reading this right when I bought the whole series, but that was about 2 days ago from when I started reading it to recording it. You gotta say, probably took me about 2 days to read, and each time I read it about 30 minutes, so maybe it took me about an hour and 30 minutes, something like that, to finish just one. And when I first saw it, I was thinking that it was going to take me a really long time to read it, but it went by really, really fast, and yeah, it was nice reading it. I liked it. If I were to score volume 1, well, first of all, I wouldn't know how to score it, because I don't know. I'm thinking of making a scoring board-ish for manga, which actually I just thought of it right now, which I should do, but I will. But I guess I will use the same scoring thing like I do with my anime reviews of a 5, but if I were to do that, what would I give this volume 1? I'd gotta say I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5. And why? Because I mean, it's the first volume. I do know the story by the anime, but not by the manga. So it was good to introduce into the story and get us, used to this monster thing. So it was nice. It was very interesting. It was a really good read. A lot of action happening. There was a lot of action, and a lot of interesting things happened to Mocha, but not really not things that I want to say happened, but how she is. She is a very interesting character. I'm not gonna give it away, but read the manga, or I guess you could watch the anime. But since this is the manga review / commentary, I'm gonna be focusing on the manga, not the anime. And once I finish, the manga series, I will watch the anime. But anyway, guys, pretty interesting. If any of you have read the manga, the first volume, leave some comments below. I'm kind of interested to see if other people have watched the anime. If you watched the anime, do that. Write a commentary if you liked it, if you didn't like it. or if you've read the manga, definitely write down in the comments what are your first thoughts of the volume 1, if you remember, or if you are reading it, the manga, and you have read volume 1 and you know watched my video. Definitely, you know, write something down in the comments. You know, I wanna hear from you guys if I got you interested on the series, if it's, you know, piqued your interest. You know, definitely do that. Write a comment below if you know, if you're reading it, and if you agree, disagree with some of the stuff I've said. You know, I'm gonna keep these videos kind of short, because volumes, you know, they're not that, I'd say, big to talk about separately. But you know, this one is gonna be a little bit long due to, you know, the information and other stuff. But anyway, guys, definitely write a comment below. I'm very interested to hear from other people's opinions and stuff like that. And no spoilers. You know, I am just reading volume 1 of the manga, so keep the spoilers to a minimum. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a like if you know, are interested in reading the manga, or do you like this video. Leave a like on my video, and hey, consider subscribing. I only not do, you know, or going to be doing manga reviews. I also do anime reviews. Granted, I don't have many reviews up, which I should work on, and I am. But you know, definitely subscribe to my channel. I do have, you know, plenty of videos out there, unboxing videos, other stuff that can interest you, that can entertain you when you know, have free time. So definitely consider subscribing, leave a like, a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.